Hello, YouTube. Do you by any chance remember something called the...
Hello. You guys are probably wondering where I was for the past year, and to be honest, I don't really have a good answer for that. You know, I didn't really have enough time back then to accommodate the world of sports acting in my schedule, but it looks as though I have a little more time now to be making these videos, so that is why I'm going to be asking you guys right now to comment below and to let me know if you guys would want the show to come back on a weekly basis, or at least on a consistent basis. And with that being said, and without further ado, let it begin. So hello everybody, it's good to be back, but I just thought we'd just get right down to business and, you know, pick up where we left off over a year ago. So, first things first, new 333 world record, new 363 world record, and new cycle world record. Well, March sure is the month that can be considered the unanticipated month in sports stacking at least. An unknown kid, possibly named Chandler, got a 169 in the 333 on the 19th of March. Nothing else is known, and the time has yet to be verified, but Tyler Cole's 1.71 has been officially approved, and now is the official new current 333 world record at 1.71 seconds.
Which brings us to our next segment.
Wu got a 196 in a tournament last Saturday, and an unfortunate event happened. The timer got stuffed up, which means the time was not accurate to what it said, which was a 196. And there's no official word yet to what's going to happen with the time, whether it will be thrown out completely, or if it will be retimed to something closer to what it actually was, which I think it was somewhere around a 213. But I will keep you guys updated what will happen, or you guys can ask GUA, he might know something, you know, sooner. And also, if you guys have an opinion of what should happen, feel free to comment below and post your opinion. And lastly, Mason got a 5.93 in the cycle in Rochester, New York on the 29th of January. And I know that might not be new news to you guys, it did happen two months ago from today actually, but it did have me remember a memory that I wanted to share with you guys. So many things that are running through the back of my mind while this had just taken place. First of all, it was my first tournament and I had just witnessed the new world record. The last time someone broke the world record for the cycle was in April of that year in 2007, and it was broken by David Wolf, and he got a 7.25. And now 6 months later, Steven got a 7.23. It was just an amazing thing to witness, and I was just so happy that I got in the background and I was able to, you know, give him a high five and, you know, clap like as if I had just broken the world record. But it definitely was, you know, a great experience, and you know, I ended up embarrassing myself in front of millions of people on national television a couple months after that. But it really was awesome, and to be honest, I actually thought the time was a 7.15. Yeah, I thought it was a 7:15 at the time, and the reason I thought that was because for, you know, a tenth of a second, you know how like the tournament display timers, they just like sometimes they stop for like a tenth of a second, and they display a time that, you know, is a little faster than what it actually was. Well, that's what happened. It said at 7.15 for maybe a tenth of a second, and I could barely see the tournament display because I was in a terrible, you know, viewing point. I was just looking, trying to scoot to see if I could, you know, see the display, and I was able to see it for like a fraction of a second, and I saw 7.15, so I assumed it was a 7.15, and that's when I got up. Alright, moving on to our final and last segment of this week's episode. There are only 14 days left till the World Championships in Dallas. And I'm sure most of you guys are excited for the event, as am I. And that is why I decided to have a massive giveaway. A massive giveaway to anybody who can successfully predict all 3 world records in Dallas this month. The prize being 3 free sets of your choice. I'm sure the winners are going to choose my HY cups. And to make things even more interesting, whoever can predict all 3 world records and who gets them will win 12 sets of their choice. There are a few rules though. All 3 predictions have to be right. If you get 2 out of 3 of them correct, well then unfortunately it still doesn't count and it's not eligible for any prizes. But I mean, if you got 2 out of 3 of them correct, then I would still pat yourself on the back, because that's still, you know, rather impressive. It really proves your psychic ability. Also, you must post your predictions as a comment to this video for it to count. And no 2 people can have the exact same predictions. For example, no 2 people can have their 333, 363, and cycle predictions be identical to someone else's. If that is the case, then we'll work on a first come, first served basis. Whoever will post their predictions first as a comment to this video will have their predictions counted. And the deadline is Thursday, April 14th. And lastly, you must be subscribed to this channel and my second channel called Sports Stacking. I'll put the annotations to the links right here. So, Sports Stacking and DDR122. That's all for this week, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and best of luck on your predictions. I'll catch you guys later.